Hello, welcome back to this channel or welcome to this channel. My name is Jackie and I love planners and journals. Today I have a very short comeback video to share with you. Since I haven't posted in a while, I thought it would be appropriate to share with you a kind of life and planner update very quickly just to come back to YouTube. And I have a lot of different videos planned out for the end of the year because it's kind of planner decorating or preparation season. So I just wanted to share this brief video before jumping into all the planners and my lineup and my thoughts for 2023. So if you want to hear where I've been and what I've been using, just keep watching. So let's start with the reason for me being absent from YouTube and even Instagram a little bit. I was visiting my family in Brazil after more than 5 years, so I spent more than a month there and I just wanted to enjoy a little bit offline and enjoy every single time I had with them. My father had some health issues, so it was extra special to be by his side and by my mom's side and my brothers as well. So I had a lot of fun with family and friends and kind of stayed offline for a while even though I was still working from home. While I was there, I realized what I actually use a lot and what I've missed. So it was a nice experiment just before finalizing my 2023 lineup as well. So let me start sharing with you what I'm still using and I've been heavily relying on even when I was traveling. So the first thing is, of course, my passport traveler's notebook. This little guy, this traveled guy, went with me to Brazil and I was still relying on it every single day, even though I was relying more on the bullet journal part and not on the weekly, all the noises when I'm filming, I'm sorry. Even though I was relying more on the bullet journal part and not the weekly spreads very much. And I do have a couple of videos on the setup of this particular passport traveler's notebook, so I will leave all of that up here and down in the description box if you wanna check that out. But for Brazil, I brought a monthly spread that I haven't used. As you can see, it's blank since September. And I brought, of course, my heavily used weekly insert and my bullet journal insert, which is just a graph notebook that I love so much. So still working, still using, still loving it. It will be, of course, part of my main lineup for 2023. Next, we have my beloved Hobonichi A6. You know, I've been using this since 2016 or 2017. I cannot even recall anymore. And I just love it. It's my beloved Hobonichi size. I just love this very much. I had a little accident with a glass of water, but at least I'm hydrated. And I still love it so much. There are some blank pages in here as it's part of life, but it has evolved with me. It started as my main planner and journal, and I was following kind of what Helen from the Coffee Monsters Code do. Her layout is on the Hobonichi Cousin, but I was doing it on the Hobonichi A6 because it's my favorite size. And then it became more of a journal, so it's very, very personal. So I cannot share very much with you. I already talked about this, but I just love not having a label for this planner or journal. If I needed to track my timing and then my to-do lists, it's going to be a planner or a productivity management tool. If I don't need it and I'm okay with my passport traveler's notebook, it will become my journal. So I think I will keep doing the same for 2023 because it's just freedom and I love it so much. But in Brazil, I realized I was using it more than my passport traveler's notebook, even for tasks. It's part of, it became a nice part of my morning routine to just open up to one of these blank pages and kind of map out my day and write down my main tasks. And I even had later on some space to write about the day and journal a little bit. So yeah, it's flexible and I love, and these two are part of my I call them my power duo because I can live very well with these two and they work fine together. Oh, and of course for Brazil, I also had another insert here at the back, which was my travel journal. It didn't go very well, to be honest, but I think that's a subject for another video. I'm not good at traveling journal at all, but I want to try it again soon. And the final planner or journal I want to share with you here today is my standard or regular traveler's notebook. This is a special edition from the Travelers Airlines. I thought it was very fitting for this trip and I just loved bringing it with me, even though I missed a lot of my black traveler's notebook, as you can probably imagine. But let's talk about this one. The setup is very similar. I have my monthly insert, which I'm super behind as well. You can see that September was kind of where I stopped using my monthly inserts for my traveler's notebooks. Then I have a vertical weekly insert. This is how it looks. It's very similar to the hobonichi weeks, but you have a little bit more space. And I was using this to plan out my week more than I was using the weekly from the passport size. But in Brazil, I just stopped using it because, I don't know, it was just a lot of space. I was using just the left side and then the right side was blank and just like a list. So I'm not sure how I will use this insert next year. For planning, I prefer this than the vertical weekly, but if I'm not using this to plan, it's kind of pointless in a way, so I'm not sure. Then I have the vertical weekly insert in here, highly inspired by Cecilia from Scientist Plans. So go check her flip throughs and her videos on her vertical weekly TN insert because they are so inspiring. But I fell off the track and I have a lot of catching up to do, as you can see. I haven't given up on this insert. The first half of the year I filled out every single week, and I think it's a nice way to memory keep and to journal, and it's not so overwhelming, and I like seeing my week all together for I don't know, for recalling what happened that particular week more than I like flipping through daily pages. So here's more like a brain dump and a journal where I just put all my feelings, and here's kind of highlights of the week. And I don't like flipping through and seeing my feelings very much, but I enjoy seeing an overview of the week. I will keep using it, but I have a lot of catching up to do, and if I don't, it's okay as well because it reflects my life. And I also had another insert in here, which is just the, how is it called, like the lightweight paper, and you can see I dropped coffee everywhere because this is my work insert and kind of my work notebook while I was in Brazil. I have been using this for a while when I was here in Portugal as well, but in Brazil I decided not to bring my hobonichi cousin and just stick with just a plain notebook for work because we would be working on just one specific project and then my thesis, so it was pretty fine. But I've missed my hobonichi cousin for work, so that's good. That's something to consider for next year. So I think this is where I am at. This was a short video, so I'm glad about that, and I cannot wait to share with you my thoughts for my 2023 lineup. We will start with a hobonichi weeks video that will come very soon, and I hope you are okay. Thank you for being patient and for waiting and for being here. Hopefully there is someone there, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.